Yo, what's up guys, MattWic here. We are back in NHL 24 testing the draft here in the year 2040. And as you can tell by the title of the video, this is going to be the last season for the NHL 24 testing the draft experiment. Now it was very successful. We won multiple cups with our Pittsburgh DraftKings. We went on some mega runs. We had some incredible draft classes, but like I said, this is going to be the last one because NHL 25 is going to be coming out on Friday. So we are going to be moving over to that. The very first thing I'm going to be doing whenever I load that up is creating our testing the draft save and loading right into a draft, and we're going to get that good to go. So be on the lookout for that on Friday. I'm going to get that up ASAP. So if you want to know about the draft, scouting, whatnot, anything really franchise mode, I'm not really a hut or too much. I'll be playing some ESHL if the boys get it, but other than that, it's going to be all franchise. So if you enjoy that and you want to see more of that, definitely subscribe to the channel because we're going to be doing a lot of that going forward. But let's go ahead and take a look at our lines here for the last year. I did go against the normal will and sign some free agents and got some guys in that could help us maybe win a Stanley Cup here in our final year. And yes, if you'll look at it, you'll notice some familiar names. Johan Nielsen, I signed him in free agency. I believe just a 4-year deal, actually, 11.5. But I wanted our boy back. He was definitely a stud for us that we had with the Pittsburgh DraftKings. Is not a original draft pick of us, surprisingly enough, but he was a beast, winning multiple cups with us. And then he went on to captain the New Jersey Devils. So he is going to be a big leader in the locker room here. Hopefully Fred Goligoski up there with Frolov and Gentili will be able to get some goals. We signed Tartukin, who was a trade deadline acquisition / trade last year from the Pittsburgh DraftKings. They had him. I liked what he did. He did put up some good numbers with them. You can see there 23 goals, 22 assists, 45 points. If he did that here, I will not complain, so let's see what he can get done. Kari Norinen as well is going to be over here. He was with us for a little bit with the Pittsburgh DraftKings, and then our boy Camden Lovejoy down there on the fourth line. On defense, we let go of Ivan Popov, and we signed our old boy Sergei Malkin back. And I know a lot of these guys aren't actual draft picks of mine, but they were there with us for a lot of years, and unfortunately, a lot of the Pittsburgh DraftKings weren't able to be acquired via free agency, so we went with who we had for a couple of years there, seeing if we can have some success over here. Tommy Emerton, our first draft pick with the Columbus Blue Jackets, has developed nicely, medium elite, 81 overall now, so that is probably puts him in the top 10 percentile in the NHL right now for where the defensive core is. As you could tell by my other defensemen, this is pretty much I would say a little bit above average in terms of what the rest of the league looks like right now. But Shannon Ramirez is a guy I like a lot on the power play. I have him as my distributor on the lines that he is on because look at those puck skills, 99s. Just needs that one more overall point for puck control. Hopefully he gets that, but hopefully he's dishing that puck around, getting a ton of assists. Also 6'5", 233, a big boy. And then in net we have our boy Gabriel Daigle, who's one of the best goaltenders in the NHL at this point, and he's locked in on a cheap deal, so we love to see that. Backup's going to be this guy Philip Tenkrat. I liked his some of his statistics here. You can see the 91 recover, 90 rebound control, 90 angles, 90 vision, 85 speed. So hopefully he's able to fill in well for that backup role. I believe he did pretty well last season with the team that he was with. So yeah, 10-7, a 2.65 goals against average. So hopefully our defense can insulate him enough. But let me get some simulation in here, boys. We'll see how we're doing. Hopefully Fred Goligoski wins us another Maurice Rocket Richard trophy as the top goal scorer in the league. But I think our lines are competitive. We don't have those high end 90 overalls that some teams do, but hopefully our depth and our defense will be able to carry us through a lot of that. So let's get into some simulation. Check you guys back in about like a month or two. All right, guys, here we are 24 games into the season, about 2 months or exactly 2 months, and we did not get off to the hot start that I was kind of hoping that we would. Now, hopefully this Pittsburgh DraftKings game coming up will be huge for us, but it does disappoint me a lot that Fred Goligoski is not leading the team in points right now. Let's take a look at how he's doing. 13 goals in 24 games, not bad. But you'd like to see more, and I think a lot of that's coming from Stanislav Frolov, so we're going to actually take him off that top unit, move him down one. Gentili, he was struggling a little bit. Adam Fantilli leading the team in points. Everybody else not doing too bad. I did move Sakic up a line. He was actually an acquisition that we got right before the season. I traded one of our plethora of middling defensemen for him just because I liked his overall stats. He looked like a good third, fourth liner guy. And so far, that's proving true. He's not doing too bad, so that's good to see. But we are not getting it done in the stats department. Sergei Malkin, this was something I was worried about when we signed him. He's never been a huge points guy. Like, it was always Brian Patrick on the team, our captain with the Pittsburgh DraftKings, who was always the big point producer, always tearing it up. And as you can see here, some just middling, lackluster numbers. So this was something I was worried about, but he was the best offensive defenseman available, and everybody else that was available didn't really put up the points even that he did. So I figured let's give him a try, see how he does. It so far has not been working out, so maybe let's bump him down because Madden's not playing too bad. He's got a goal and 10 assists. Shannon Ramirez not doing bad as well, jumped right into that David Jiricek role. 5 goals for him, so that's good to see there. And then Alshelter not really doing anything down there as well. Maybe we swap him out. I believe we have a defenseman as well. This Skinner guy, so maybe we toss him in there. He's got some good offensive awareness, so maybe he's someone we could toss into the power play as well. His physical stats were pretty bad though, so we'll see. We'll give him some line time, maybe move Malkin back up, and let's give Malkin some time off. Maybe he's getting a little tired playing all that power play penalty kill time, so maybe let's take it off him a little bit there. Let me double check these last lines. Alto's playing better on that 4th line, and Camden Lovejoy 5 goals on the 4th line. You can't really complain there. So let's see. Hopefully those small adjustments that we made can make a big improvement. But let's go ahead and sim up to that Pittsburgh DraftKings game. Big win there against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Pittsburgh DraftKings, we are doing better than them at least. But let's go ahead and do the simulation in this one. We're back in their barn, so let's see what we can get done against them. This would be one hell of a grudge match in NHL 25. The old GM that was there for how many years, who's over in Columbus now, division rival. Let's see if we can put another whipping on him like we did last year. So first period, boys, what do you got? I want to see a big one from you. 2-2. Okay, so not bad, not bad. Goligoski gets one, Casper gets one. They got some dudes that I did not draft on there, so that kind of hurts the soul a little bit there. So second period, we're out shooting him. Let's keep it up, boys. 5-3, so we give up 5. Oh, boy, Brock Ladd out there, and Vili Varakis as well. So Goligoski gets another one, but let's see. Can we storm back here in the third period down 2 goals? We cannot. We get 1 back, but then they get 1 late on us to put the game away. 30 shots even, so we unfortunately fall to our old team, which saddens me a little bit. Johan Nilsson now leading the team in points, which also I don't love, but Goligoski got 2 in that game, so we'll see if he can keep it up. I'm going to do another couple months, and we'll see. Hopefully we can make the playoffs here in our last year, because that'd be kind of disappointing if we didn't. All right, guys, so we are 56 games into the season. As you can see, the Pittsburgh DraftKings right now having a phenomenal year. They sit top of the table here with 69 points, us with 57, 2 points out of that wild card spot. But as you can see with the other Atlantic division, it is going to be a slog to try to get back up in there. So we really need to start turning it on. Good news, Fred Goligoski has started turning it on. 35 goals in 56 games, so we love to see that. Got to be top, if not towards top of the league there. I did go back because we started losing a lot of games in a row, so I went nuclear option. Head coach set the preferred line, so power play, everything like that. Put Frolov back up there at the top. He's got 42 assists right now, so I can't really complain too much with that. Gentili's playing good. I just don't really know where. I mean, Nielsen's playing great. 21 goals in 56 games for him. Fantilli Smith not playing bad. I think it's just like our depth. I mean, you have Igor Tartukhin there, who I thought would play well after he had a big season last year, but minus 21, so maybe look at giving him less ice time. Yeah, maybe let's move Lovejoy up and move Tartukhin down, see if that does anything for us. Marco Kasper has dropped an overall, which sucks. I think, yeah, I only gave him a 1-year deal, so we could trade him at the deadline, move Sakic over to that center spot and see what happens there. Let's actually do that for now, and maybe put our boy Timothy Friggin in. This is not the Friggin... Actually, is this? This is... Oh, wait, no, it's not him. Okay, I thought it was. It said Pittsburgh there for a second, because there was the North Korean that we had. This guy is American, so there's the North Korean, the Canadian, and the American Friggin brothers. So I forgot to mention it in one of the past videos, but I thought it was interesting that this guy is in here. So he's now going to be in there. I'll have to check the power play lines as well. Let's take a look at Malkin. He's got 26 assists. I mean, you'd like more points from him. Emerton's not doing great. Alshulter, Shannon Ramirez. I thought for a second they benched him because I didn't see him anywhere. So 10 goals for him now, which is not bad at all. Maybe we move them around. I don't really care about the sides. Emerton's now an 82 overall, so that's pretty cool to see with him as medium elite, 19 years of age. Let's take a look at how our goalies are playing. Not great. I thought it would be one of our strengths, but a 3.49 goals against average, not the best. Philip Tenkrat, though, 2.47. Maybe we look at trading Daigle. Let me just maybe put him Tenkrat there for a couple games, turn off the goalie rotation, and see what happens. So let's go do that real quick. And then we'll do the simulation against the Pittsburgh DraftKings. But let's give Tenkrat some games in the net and see what he can get done, because we are in dire straits right now. We really need to start waking up here a little bit. So all auto goalie rotation off. Let's see what you can do for us, and maybe Daigle becomes some trade bait for us here to improve that bottom six, because it definitely needs some help. So let's see what we can get done here. Simulate this game against the Pittsburgh DraftKings. So we need a win here, boys. This is big time. Like I said, top of the table Pittsburgh DraftKings. They're having a phenomenal season. We'll check their roster out at some point in this video. So if you want to see that, stick around a little bit later, maybe up to the trade deadline. We'll do that and look around the league a little bit. But first period, boys, don't worry about it now. We need these 2 points. These are huge. And we don't get off to a very good start. So Tenkrat's getting the net filled on him. This Audi Marchessault guy, maybe one of their top draft picks they had since he had the 2nd overall pick. I can't remember who it was. I think it was a defenseman. But not a great look on us right now, boys. Nielsen did get the first one, but then they filled the net on us. 5 shots. So Tenkrat, maybe the experiment's already dead. We'll see what happens here. 4-2. I thought it was 3-2. I was like, oh, we're coming back. And then all of a sudden, late in the period, Alshulter gets another one. So they got 2 guys on 2 goals. Hopefully no hat tricks here. Boys, we need to put the puck on net. Only 13 shots through 2 periods. Not good enough. 3rd period. Come on, boys. Don't do this to me. Fuck. 5-3. So we get another one back, bring it to a 1-goal game, and then Lawson, one of our draft picks, gets it done for him, puts us away. So they take the season series probably at that point. But not the greatest start for Tenkrat. I'm going to go ahead, guys, sim us up to the trade deadline, see what we're looking at. Fred Goligoski having himself a phenomenal season. We'd love to see that. But it's not looking too good for us right now, boys. All right, guys, so we are struggling right now, but I went to go check if Fred Goligoski was leading the league in scoring. He has 36 goals right now. The league leader's 42, so he's not really up there like we were hoping he would be after that dominant season. But the goals really isn't the thing. Look at this. We have the new age Connor McDavid right now. Connor Milroy with the Ottawa Senators. 62 games played, 105 points, plus 22, 82 fucking assists. This guy is a stud. 90 overall. Maybe we just go in and just trade all of our 1st round picks and see if we can get this guy on the team. Oh my god, $18 million. I don't know if that's going to fit under the cap, but they got him locked up. But good god, what a beast. We're going to have to check him at the end of the season. What's he done in his career so far? Okay, so this is an abnormal season for him because he's never done anything close to this. Good god, this guy is a beast. So Ottawa fans, you got yourselves a real one here. 105 points with 62 games in, so he's got 20 more games to go. We'll see what he can do. Let's take a quick peek at the Pittsburgh DraftKings. They are still leading the division right now, so let's take a look at their roster. They've been able to turn it around pretty quickly, and it's making me disappointed that I wasn't able to be part of that rebuild. But as you know, like I said, we were pretty much kicked out. We weren't renewed. They wanted us gone, so it was what it was. And looks like they have some big free agent acquisition here. Michael Audi Marchessault was not a draft pick of mine, but a free agent signing of theirs. Wesley, how's he doing? 44 assists. We love to see that for him. And Brock Ladd finally putting up points. He was never able to really do that for us whenever we had him there. You can see he's already pretty much going to surpass his point total for every single year that we had him there. Although we did win some big Stanley Cups with him, but it's good to see he's able to dominate at his age. Ville Varakis, one of our draft picks, 3rd overall. He's looking like a hell of a player right now. 86 overall, 69 penalty minutes, too nice. And then other than that, the team's not really too impressive. Who's this guy? Brady Randall. Looks like, okay, so this was one of my draft picks. 2037, 5th round pick. So this looks like it was a hell of a steal for me, but I did not get to see it to fruition. And then Tristan Lawson, who was a 1st round pick of ours, who was a high overall. Never really developed, but he looks like a solid 4th line center for him. And then Bola Rice there. Good name. Brian Patrick, the captain of the team, still there. He's still dominating. 48 assists, 10 goals. And as you can see, he was, like I said, he was always the point and plus guy for us throughout all those years of his career, putting up some great numbers, power quarterbacking that power play and absolutely dominating. But I mean, this team doesn't look a whole lot different than ours. So I'm not really sure where the difference comes in. Maybe goaltending? No, they don't even. It's the same thing with them. Is their goaltending from the last couple of years is. Since I've been gone, has been a little lackluster, but that's just the NHL that it is right now. Clifford Kobayashi scratched. Disappointing to see that for him. But yeah, I mean, there's no reason why we shouldn't be having the season that they're having right now. I think it's maybe just part of the simulation, but hopefully we can turn it on here late after the trade deadline. Don't really know if I'm going to make any moves. Like I said, I'll just mess around and see if I can offer a ton of picks for that guy from Ottawa and then maybe toss him on the first line, but I doubt we'll even be able to fit that under the cap without maybe trading like Sergei Malkin or something like that, which maybe I'll do. We'll see. But let me do the trade deadline, guys. I'll let you know what our lines look like afterwards. All right, guys. So as you might be able to tell, I did a thing. Connor Milroy, leading scorer in the NHL. Welcome to the Columbus Blue Jackets. We gave up, I believe, 2 first-round picks. Timothy Friggin, Marco Kasper, and Igor Tartukin, and we were able to land him. His trade value was surprisingly not very high, maybe because of that contract that he has there. But boys, I am excited to see what this first line can put up now. So we got Gentili there, who's a solid point guy, 87 overall, and he is a two-way forward. Obviously, Goligoski is our great goal scorer, sniper, and this Connor Milroy, 90 overall, is a beast playmaker, as you can tell by his 82 assists. So we'll see if he's able to feed Goligoski that puck like a rabid animal. And then we got called up Manny Maldine, who has a great name from the AHL, and then we also have Carter DeBoer, maybe something like that. But we had to fit the cap space in, so we had to send down a couple of our defensemen that we had. Thankfully, none of them got claimed. But it's going to be interesting to see what can happen now. Is he going to be able to keep up that point pace that he's been on all season with the Ottawa Senators here with us in Columbus? So I figured it's going to be our last year. I really want to make the playoffs, so let's see what can happen. I know I might get some criticism because this is the testing the draft one, but like I said, this is the last year, so we got to go all out. So testing the draft, we're testing the trade deadline now. So let's see if this can work. I'm going to go a couple months in, maybe to the end of the season. If it gets a little tight, I'll bring you guys in for some game-by-game sim, but we got some points to make up here. Let's see, what's the last wild card spot? 67, so we have 62, so we're 5 points out right now. So let's see, did we do enough in that trade deadline to get us into the playoffs? So you're telling me there's a chance, boys? We have a good chance. Well, I wouldn't say good chance, but we put ourselves in good position after a struggle. So we won the first game after the trade deadline, struggled a little bit there, losing 3 straight. We went on a bit of a tear there, winning 4, lost 1, win 1, lost 1, and now we're on another 4-game winning streak. 4 games left to go. We sit 2 points out of the playoffs right now behind the Flyers, who we have a game in hand on. So we could be evened up here by the end. If we get in that last spot, we could be playing the Pittsburgh DraftKings. Maybe, depending on what they do with the Panthers there. They got 2 games on them, so we'll see what happens. That could be a fire first-round series. But boys, check this out. Since coming over, Connor Milroy's had 20 points, I believe. Let's go check it out and see what he's done. But 97 assists is absolutely insane. Let's see how Goligoski and him are doing right there. 47 points or 47 goals for Fred Goligoski, so that's awesome. He might be challenging again for that top spot in the league. But let's see, Connor Milroy, what have you done since coming over for us? 16 points in 15 games, 15 assists. So he's an assist per game guy right now. -2, which is a little bit disappointing, but goddamn, he is absolutely torn it up for us. And these last 4 games are going to be huge. So let's go in. We won't really do the period by period until maybe the last 2 games, but let's see, can we make the playoffs? We got an easy game here against Buffalo, tough game against Chicago, tough game against the Caps, and tough game against Arizona. So we have to win this one if we want to have a chance. We have to get this one back up on Philadelphia so we can bring us even. And then these last 3 games are going to be a toss-up. But if we want to make the playoffs, these are the teams that we have to beat. So first game against Buffalo, can we get it done, boys? What do you say? Come on, team of destiny. Yes, all right, we're there. We're in the playoffs right now. 84 points. Flyers also lost, so it gives us a little bit of a cushion, and we have only a 1-point cushion there in the other side of the league, and it does not look like we're going to be able to catch the Islanders either. We might be able to if they lose out their last couple, but we got a massive game here in Chicago. Can we pull out another victory, make it 6 in a row? Yes, we can. Oh my goodness, this team might actually be able to do it. So we are, I guess we have the tiebreaker right now against the, oh no, not the Sharks. Oh my God, so we're 2 points up, 3 points up there. Even games. Okay, So we're 2 points up. So if we win this game, we put ourselves in phenomenal position to be able to make the playoffs here. We'll leave it to the last game to go period by period, but the Capitals, division rival, we share the colors with them. Let's see, can we get it done? This would be a hell of a run back, boys. Please, come on, let's get it done. Oh, okay, OT loss, I'll take it. But now we are, oh my goodness. All right, wait, where are we at? Where are we at? All right, so we're 2 points up on both of them. Oh my goodness. All right, we got to go period by period. So if we win, we just need a point. We get a point and we are in. That's all we need, boys. 1 point. OT loss, whatever. It'd be beautiful if we could just light it up. Maybe Arizona, hey, they got a bunch of wins. They're maybe taking the day off, so we could maybe catch them sleeping a little bit. Maybe that's in our advantage. Oh my God, 52 wins for Arizona too. Jesus Christ, that's a stacked team. All right, boys, come on. The final season of the series. This almost made it to 50 episodes too, so that's pretty good. Starting where we did in the year. So let's see, boys. First period. We've come this far. We're on a 7-game point streak, I believe, right now, to hopefully barrel our way into the playoffs and hopefully make some noise. Connor Milroy, Fred Goligoski, we need you guys to step up. Sergei Malkin, I've had you for a long time, man. I'm on my deathbed. I'm sitting here like, oh shit, man, I'm about to fucking die. Come on, let's go. First period. Let's go, 1-0. Emerton, let's go. Oh my God. All right, we're getting outshot like crazy, but Daigle's standing on his head right now. Second period. Oh no. Punavuz gets one on us, and we're still getting outshot like crazy. Boys, just take it to OT. All we need is 1 point. We just need 1 fucking point. I don't know who has the tiebreakers. It might not be us. I don't want to look into that. You know I'm not a big math guy, not a big smarts guy over here. Come on. We need a big third period here, boys. Power play. Don't do it to me. Okay, we killed it off. Come on, just take it to overtime. Take it to overtime, boys. Don't do it. We don't need anything risky. No D pinching, nothing like that. If we get one, great. We can sit on it. Let's go, Goligoski. Okay. It's looking good, boys. We're going to make it, boys. We're going to make the fucking playoffs. We're going to have another episode tomorrow. Let's go. We're in there. 1 minute left. Fucking Norin adds it on to it. 4-1. We beat the 50-win Arizona Coyotes, and that should do it. We are into the playoffs. We're going to be playing the... Oh, no. Oh, God. The DraftKings dropped. Oh, wait. No, they might still be able to. Let's see. Did they win their last game? Who's our first round matchup going to be? Oh, come on. I was hoping it would be them, but we got the Washington Capitals in the first round. And then we'll have the Pittsburgh DraftKings if we do make it that far. That Pittsburgh series, I was never really got that when I was with the DraftKings because the Penguins were always bad. But oh my God, Capitals versus Columbus, Pittsburgh versus Pittsburgh, and then we could meet them in the second round. But we did it, boys. We made the playoffs. Let's take a quick look at the point totals for our guys. Connor Milroy, I believe, is the name. He's a new guy, so I don't really have it down pat yet. 50 goals for Goligoski, 125 points for Connor Milroy. We love to see that. He missed out on a game because we got him almost hit that century mark at the assists. Oh, baby. Not a bad season for Ted Smith either. Wow, 73 points, 20 goals. We love to see that. Nielsen, 69 points. Nice. He's been doing that a lot. 29 goals, almost 30. That's a hell of a year for him. Gentili, not bad. We'd like to see that plus minus up. Frolov with 56 assists. Not terrible there. Malkin had a decent year. I mean, he did pretty much what I expected him to do, but I mean, that's why you pay him all that money. Low shooting percentage, so hopefully you'd see that come up in the playoffs. Timo Altu had a good season after struggling a little bit at the beginning there. Norin in 15 and 15. Can't complain about that. What about Ramirez? He finished with 10 goals. He was on that like with 62 games, so he didn't really do anything after the trade deadline. But, boys, we are into the playoffs in our final year. We did make it. Connor Milroy was able to drag us in there with the help of Fred Goligoski. That's going to be the end of this one. Expect the playoffs video tomorrow. Make sure to smash that like button if you guys enjoyed that. If you're excited for NHL 25, I kind of actually am, just because of the new menus and all that shit. So it should look a little bit different, hopefully fun to play with. I'm just praying to God that the menus and shit are faster. So let's hope for that. Leave a comment on your thoughts on the series, on NHL 25. What are you excited about? What are you not excited about? I know the gameplay kind of left people a little bit but it is what it is. And guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're going to be uploading a lot of NHL 25 content Friday and this weekend. So if you're curious about anything in the game, leave a comment below what you want me to check out, and I can do that for you. But I appreciate you watching.